Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who deliberately set out to make a separate Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano breakdown because I think it's a special fight. That's right. This isn't because I forgot to include it in my UFC 311 breakdown. That would make me an incompetent jerk off. And as you guys well know, I am not an incompetent jerk off. There's green shit behind me, isn't there? It's everywhere. Okay, my prediction for this fight is Beneil Dariush wins. I'm taking him winning by decision as my official prediction, but knockout wouldn't surprise me either because I think both guys at this point, I have questions about their durability. Moicano's looking a little sharper, but I still haven't forgotten his knockout losses in the past. Even if a good chunk of them were at featherweight and now he's at lightweight and maybe healthier and whatever, he's still been knocked out a bunch. And now Beneil Dariush has been knocked out even more with his two most recent losses. And he's got 5 TKOs in his 6 losses. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if either guy got knocked out. But frankly, I think Beneil Dariush stands the better shot because he's got more firepower. Renato Moicano's never knocked anybody out on the feet. He's knocked guys down, and up until 2 fights ago, I was saying he was the best fighter in the world who didn't have any TKOs on his record because he didn't. But then he got a ground and pound comeback finish over Jalen Turner, and the main event doctor stoppage over Benoit Saint Denis. Close enough. Freudian slip there, maybe. But I'm still taking Beneil Dariush to win because I don't think his chin is in that much danger to Moicano. Even though I'll say this, kickboxing wise, Moicano is good and cleaner, where I think he gets the better of Beneil on the feet. But the best weapon is still that missile left hand from Beneil Dariush, and he's definitely put enough guys away throughout the years in the UFC, where I think the first knockout on the feet goes to Dariush. But the prediction is decision because I also think he's thwarted enough good grapplers where he's going to stop Moicano from doing Moicano's thing. Moicano's thing, you just look at his record. He's got a dozen rear naked chokes or whatever. That's his thing. He's a top game fighter. He's a beast on top. Benoit Saint Denis found out the hard way, even though I thought he got back up and handled himself well after that. But Moicano's a problem on your back. And I have to say, Michael Chiesa, the one guy to submit Beneil Dariush, he did so on his back. So, but Chiesa's a fucking gorilla, and he's halfway to 170. And I think Moicano, on the physicality level, is going to have a harder time getting on top of Beneil Dariush and dominating him like that. Beneil Dariush, he's thwarted Gamrot and Carlos Diego Ferreira and whoever else. And I think he would be the one getting top position and stopping Moicano from getting there himself. Beneil, I don't think, would be doing as much advancing on Moicano and be nearly as dangerous if he was on top of Moicano. But I still think he's strong enough where he can keep him there. And of course, Beneil Dariush has excellent jiu-jitsu where I don't think there's going to be too many tricks that he's not going to be able to shut down. Or any tricks that he won't be able to shut down, frankly, from the top. And that's how I see the fight going, really. I think on the feet, it's mixed. The stats I'd favor for Moicano, but I think Beneil Dariush has more firepower, and power can win decisions as well. Uh, the knockout thing is a factor. Again, Beneil Dariush it's trending one way with him with his durability, but at the same time, he's much more likely to shut the lights out than Moicano is. And jiu-jitsu wise, both guys have been submitted. Each guy's been submitted once. Chiesa got Dariush, and Brian Ortega with that third round guillotine got Moicano. So it can happen. Both guys are really talented and dangerous. But I think despite that being their wheelhouse for each guy, I would consider that the last realm in which this fight's going to be decided. So I favor Beneil Dariush. I favor him to win the decision, and I favor him to win the knockout, so to speak. So I'm taking Dariush. I've got him winning by decision. I have bet on him, and I'll wait to see what else there is when the props and the over-under and all the other horseshit drops. Like, share, subscribe. Check out all my other videos where they're going to be mismatched and disheveled and all fucking all over the place, just like this one.